A total of 58 persons made the final shortlist of those conferred with the rank of Senior Advocate of Nigeria, SAN, the main highlight of this special session to mark the beginning of the new legal year at the Supreme Court. This, incidentally, will be the last legal year ceremony that Justice Olukade Ariwoola shall preside over as CJN, as he will be retiring before the next one. While admonishing judicial officers to maintain highest standards of integrity, the Chief Justice of Nigeria warns that the public perception of the judiciary can't be ignored.
In a situation where a judge decides a case wrongly out of motives, he shakes the faith of the litigant public and by extension the whole society. Such a judge who does not maintain highest standard of integrity has no right to continue to occupy the chair as a judicial officer. In the same vein, if a judicial officer is found to be corrupt, then he cannot be allowed to hold such a defined chair of a judge.
Justice Ariwoola further restates that sentiment or public opinion can never take the place of the law.
Public opinions, sentiments, or emotions can never take the place of the law in deciding the cases that come before you. The law remains the law, no matter whose interest is involved. In all we do, as interpreters of the law, we should endeavor to sever the strings of emotion from logic and assumption from fact. We should never be overwhelmed by the actions or loud voices of the mob or crowd.
The Chief Justice of Nigeria further announced that the Apex Court will soon have its full complement of 21 justices. On his part, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice Lateef Fagbemi frowns against unethical conduct, stating that anyone who has his rank of SAN withdrawn should no longer get it back.
Once the Legal Professionals Privileges Committee, pursuant to the provisions of Section paragraph 26, subparagraph 4 of the guidelines, withdraws the rank from any holder who may have breached the provisions in subparagraph A to E to H, the withdrawal is final and the rank cannot be restored afterwards.
Both the body of Senior Advocates of Nigeria, BUSAN, and the Nigerian Bar Association call for a review of the criteria for the award of the rank of SAN. They also expressed concern in the attack on the judiciary occasioned by the outcome of electoral matters.
Ironic that the guidelines for the conferment of the rank of Senior Advocate of Nigeria 2022 requires all applicants to submit a minimum of 4 final judgments of the Supreme Court in which they were lead counsel and which must have been delivered in the last 10 years to be eligible for consideration for the rank. This singular requirement puts undue pressure on the Supreme Court.
More than 90% of these attacks stem from election-related matters, which in so many ways have affected the other matters being handled by the courts.
For a cross-section of new senior advocates is a moment to cherish.
You must now be careful of the company you keep, because your integrity is what comes first. And you are there to expand and espouse the cause of justice.
All I will have to make sure is that my own is not withdrawn. They said before it could, if it is withdrawn, it could be restored. But now, if it's withdrawn, it cannot be restored.
The matters filed at the Supreme Court between September 2022 and July 2023 are 1,271. During the period, the court delivered a total of 251 judgments. Out of these, 125 were political appeals, 81 were civil appeals, 45 were criminal appeals. Godfrey Eshemoge, Arise News.